Good day to you all and welcome to this training session. How are you all doing today?
Fine, sir.
All right, we're happy to hear that. Please, if you're using a microphone, that's an earpiece or something, please unplug it. It's echoing here. Or alternatively, kindly mute yourself, please. Thank you. All right. Okay, so you all are welcome to today's training session. This is officially welcome each and every one of you to our live platform, to our training institute, VAT Tech. This is to officially welcome each and every one of you to this our training session. From this, from now till the end of the training, you are going to be having live classes such as this, where we are going to be discussing interesting topics as it concerns what solar power system installations. Like I said earlier, if you're just joining us, please kindly mute yourself. If you're in a noisy place, kindly mute yourself so as not to disrupt the activities of the class, please. Thank you so much. All right, so just as we usually have it, um, before the training commences officially, in as much as we have commenced already, if you have questions from our previous session, kindly uh, throw it in now so that we can deal with it, we can discuss it, we can um, make it clearer to you guys before tonight's class starts properly. So the session we're talking about is the one we have had on WhatsApp. So if you are still having challenges with it, let us know so that we can discuss it. All right. We just have a few minutes for that, please. Okay, so with the silence, we believe that you all are good with what we have taught you guys with the trainings that we have had so far. So good. All right, testing the microphone. Let us know that you all can hear me loud and clear. Can you all hear me? Please signify or mute yourself if you're not in a noisy place so that we can know that you are here with us and you can hear me clearly.
Yes, we can hear you.
All right. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Okay. So, like we said, you are welcome. This is the place where we discuss what solar power system design before implementation. So, what is this class about? This class is going to be talking about what energy audit, sizing, calculations, safety as it concerns your what solar power system. Why energy audit? You all must have observed that at the end of each of our training sessions, there's always a question that comes up. What is this question? How do you know the size of solar power system to install? There is size of inverter system, size of charge controller, size of battery suitable to power up a specific load, size of solar panels that is suitable to be wired to your what inverter system to power up your facility. And we keep saying you need to go through the process of what energy audit. What is this energy audit? Energy audit is in two forms, subdivided into two. On one hand, it helps you to take care of your what your energy need, and on the other hand, it helps you to size your various what solar components. Now we have made sure to walk you guys through what we mean when we say solar power system, and we have said that solar power system is that energy that is gotten from the sun when your solar panels, that is one of the components for your solar power system setup, when it absorbs the rays of the sun, absorbs the rays of the sun and then convert it, when it absorbs sunlight and convert it to electricity for you to use in your facility. Now we said there are two types of what solar power water system. We said there are the on grid and we have the off grid. The on grid tells you that you are going to be connected to any other type of power supply source, including solar. That is to say, you can be on the grid, which we call what NEPA here in Nigeria, and any other type of power supply source, either wind energy that is through your turbine or your solar power system. through your what solar panels. Then when we talk about the upgrade then tells you typically that you are only going to be running on your what your solar. That is to say, you are just going to be producing your energy by what? By or through your what? Through your solar panels only. That is to say, now the advantage of the on-grid over the off-grid is that the on-grid gives you the flexibility of having what? Energy in your facility at all times. That is to say, all day round, all year round, 24 hours. Which means that if you do not have solar now, you can have any other power supply source, either the wind energy or whatever, should be available to serve your facility. But then, while you are off grid, that is to say, you are just entirely on solar, it means that once your solar panels are no longer produce charges for you, your facility will be what? Um, will be in darkness unless you have a backup what system set up for you. Fine. Now we also walked you guys through the process of what? Getting to know and identify the various types of solar components used for this solar power system setup. We said there are four basic components: the inverter, the battery, the charge controllers, and the what? The solar panels. We say there are other components. What are these other components? We're not telling you that there are components used for what? Safety and protection. In this phase, you are talking about the fuse, the breakers. You are talking about your DCDB. You are talking about your earthing as it concerns your what? Solar power system. Anything that can make your system to be what? To be safe. That is what we are talking about when we talk about what? Safety as it concerns solar power system. All right. So moving forward, moving forward, we are now in that part that would help you to know and understand what we mean by sizing of the various solar power system. Sizing of the various solar power system. And we are talking about what? Energy audit here right now. So we have said that energy audit is that which helps you to know what? It's which helps you to know your energy need on one hand, and on the other hand, it helps you to size your various solar components. Helps you to size your various solar uh, components. Now, I'll be sharing the material with us, which is what we have been telling you guys. The material which we have been in talking about, introducing to you guys all this while, the training manual, which is what most of you who have made their payment before now already have. Now let's take a look at it and see what the manual is telling us. Now this is the manual. This is the manual. The manual is telling us that that energy audit is the definition of energy requirement for a building is the careful examination of the electrical what loads, which is what crucial for standalone what system. So in all, you must what? You must make sure you size your what solar power system. Energy audit helps you prevent oversizing of the system, safeguarding your electrical appliances from damaging from inappropriate power surge. So energy audit actually helps you to do a whole lot of what things. There are also things you need to consider in the process of what energy audit. We will look into it as we progress. Now, what then are we talking about? We said that energy audit is in two phases, right? Energy audit is in two phases. Before we talk about the other phase of energy audit, please, we say it again. If you are just joining us, kindly mute yourself. If you're in a noisy place, we wouldn't want to have a situation where we remove people from the platform, okay? We are all here to educate you guys, so please let us abide by the rules, okay? So now things to consider during solar energy audit is what? List of your electrical appliances to be powered, power rating of the electrical appliances, daily running hours of the appliances, and total energy of that what? Of that your uh, consumption. Now, there are so many things that energy audit does for you. These are just this is just a clip of what you have. So for those of you who have this training manual, you can now, you should be able to confirm what we are going through here right now, because you already have it, so you know the content of this manual. So we also encourage every one of you guys to also try to get a copy of it. All right, so energy audit, like we have introduced to you guys, is telling you that it helps you to know your energy need by what, by producing the information of what you are powering up, how long you are going to be powering those things up, the energy that is going to be consumed by those what things that you are going to be powering up. That is what energy audit does for you on one hand. Then on the other hand, energy audit helps you to professionally size your various what solar components. It simply means that, is your facility consuming 4,000 watts? If yes, you are going to be sizing your solar system based on the information that your energy need is 4,000 watts. In simpler terms, if your facility is consuming 4,000 watts, you are going to say, okay, what is the size of inverter system to power up with 4,000 watts? How many batteries can power up 4,000 watts? Depending on the length of time that battery system would run. How many panels can produce a reasonable amount of energy, which will power up what 4,000 watt worth of load, and more loads, please. And then what size of charge controllers would be able to regulate the charges from the solar panels that will charge your batteries effectively. This is what energy audit takes care of for you. And in this stage is where we talk about what system design. This is where you talk about system design. So at this stage you talk about real system design. All right. So for information sake, there will be time for questions and answers on this very platform. Please, once that time comes, if you're in a noisy place, don't unmute yourself. Please give others the room to speak. But you can as well talk to us by using the chat box. Okay, there's a chat box over here which you can make good use of. Use the chat box over here and then type in your message. We'll read it aloud and then attend to it accordingly. But then, if you're in a place that you are good to speak to us, please unmute yourself. Tell us your name and your location. You are giving us your location due to the fact that this is not just a training where we'll get you guys together, run the training for you, you get certified, you become professionals and you leave. No, we are also taking this as an act of what networking. We are building teams in the various locations that we have, and just like we keep telling Zambians that Zambia, Cameroon, we have teams out there who we are putting these specialists in. So networking is one of the key reasons why we are here as well. All right, thank you so much for that for the time. So moving ahead, we have told you guys the reason why we are here. You guys already know system design, solar power system design, energy audit is what we are talking about. So for the purpose of tonight's class, we are focusing on what load analysis. For the purpose of tonight's class, we are focusing on load analysis. What is load analysis? Load analysis is a calculation or series of calculations which helps you to know your what, which helps you to know your energy need. Load analysis is that calculation which gives you the accurate amount of energy being consumed by your facility. Load analysis provides you with the information of how much energy your facility is consuming. Load analysis is that calculation which tells you, which gives you the various quantities and list of appliances that is going to be fed to the solar power system when it is what installed. That is what we call what load analysis. Now, going further, let us take an analogy of what we mean by load analysis. Let's say Mr. Charles, I believe Mr. Charles can hear us. Mr. Charles Zephyri, we don't know where he's from, but he's going to tell us where he's from as we progress. Let's say he's our client for tonight, course. Let's say it's our client for tonight's course. So let's say Mr. Charles has invited us to run a solar power system for him in his facility, in this case his house. So we have gotten to Mr. Charles's facility, which is his house, and on getting there, there are two professional questions we are expected to ask Mr. Charles, and a third one as a bonus. Now, what is the first question? We are to ask Mr. Charles what is his what? What is his energy need? Now, if Mr. Charles, by chance, is new to solar power system and he's not even an electrical person at all, so he doesn't know what we mean by energy need. So he can now truthfully tell us he doesn't know what we're talking about. We can then break it down to him by asking him to give us a list of the things that we are going to be powering, or he intends to power up using the solar power system. Now, let's take you guys back a little bit. If you guys observed from the training manual, when when we showed you that there are things to take care of, there are things to take care of in your solar power, things to take care of now, things to consider. One of them is what? List of electrical appliances. List of electrical appliances to be powered by the solar system. That is one of them. Now, energy audit gives you that access to that information that you need for you to run an energy audit. This through what? Load analysis. So load analysis gives you that information. So when you say how do you get the electrical list of the appliances, it is now what? Load analysis. Now load analysis is the actual thing that takes care of all these things in the things to be considered during what? Your load analysis stage. This is a very powerful manual. It's a very powerful tool in your journey of solar power system. We also have an advanced course on this, which is what? Which is the mini grid course, which is the mini grid course that we are also introducing to you guys. For those of you who will complete this first stage, it's also necessary you attend the mini grid so that you can now um, round up the whole thing in an advanced level. So we have asked Mr. Charles to give us his what his energy need, and then he doesn't know. We then asked him to give us a list of the various things he needs to power up using the solar power system, and then he can now say he wants to power up his TV, his freezer, his microwave, his iron, and whatever. We'll take note of it, and then we'll ask him another critical question. What is this critical question? We'll ask him to give us to tell us his backup time. Now, this backup time has to do with the battery system. Remember when we introduced the battery, we said that one of the basic reasons why the battery is important is due to the act of backup. Now, this backup is how long we want the battery system to run. Let's go down history lane a little bit. Remember that the only source of what solar power supply is what? Through the sun. When your solar panels absorb the rays of the sun and convert it to what? To electricity for you. Now the sun does not stay up all day, but then you might have need for electricity in your facility at some point in time, if not all day, but at some key point in time. That is the reason why we would need something that will store up our battery. We said our battery is a storage what? Tank. So we need to store up the energy in our batteries. So how long will those energies that are being stored in our batteries, how long will they last? That is what we call what? The backup time. Now, Mr. Charles can say he wants the backup time of 12 hours, 14 hours, 24 hours. We will just smile. Why are we smiling? Because we as professionals already know that the higher the backup time, the higher the cost of what? Installation. Good. Now, what is that bonus question we have to ask our client, Mr. Charles? Remember, we said two professional questions and a third one as a bonus. What is this third question that is? What is this third question that is a bonus? That third question that is a bonus is the question of you trying to know the budget of your client. So we are going to ask Mr. Charles what his budget is like. So after we have sized him with our physical eyeballs, we can now try to know how deep his pocket is from the experience we have as professionals already, because You must be a professional in this field to know that, okay, Mr. Charles wants to power up just fan and lighting point. It shouldn't take much. 500,000 can accomplish that, which is to run for 2 hours or thereabouts. The system shuts down. Fine. But then when Mr. Chow said he wants to power up the whole facility, you need to ask him what his budget is so as not to waste your time or his time going through rigorous process, doing a whole lot of designs that might never be what might never be accomplished. Then, if you find out that the funds, the budget available for that cannot be able to meet up with the needs of that facility, all you need to do is to what advise your client. All right, like we said, there will be time for questions in between these sessions. All right, so let's have the first phase of questions, please. Please remember the rule. Speak from a quiet background. If you're in a noisy place, use the chat box. You can unmute yourself and talk to us now, please. Thank you. Go ahead, please. Our client is raising up hand. Go ahead.
My name is Charles P.
All right, go ahead,
from
sir.
Zambia.
Okay, from Zambia. Go ahead, sir.
Yes, I wanted to ask on. You said there are things to consider during the solar energy installations. The first one, you said the rest of the appliance need to be powered using the solar system.
Sir, your voice is not clear. Can you raise it up a bit? I didn't get to hear the question, sir.
I'm saying that my concern is on the things to consider during the solar energy installation.
Uh
The
huh.
first one is
Uh
uh, list of the appliances need to be powered
huh.
using solar system.
Uh huh.
Now I didn't get the second one here. The second about the second one.
Okay, okay. All right, okay. So,
Yes.
okay, you didn't get the second one. All right. So, due to the fact that you are our client, who will give you that opportunity to have a view of that manual again. So, we advise you to get a copy of the manual. It is in the manual, sir. But then let us have it on the screen again for your sake, for being our client. So, um, the second one is the power rating of the electrical appliances, the daily running hours of the appliances, the total energy consumption of that what building. These are the four things that you need to consider. Don't worry, sir. Uh, Load analysis, like I said, takes care of these four things. So when we get to um, using load analysis proper to size a particular facility, you will get to see how these things play out.
Oh, okay, okay. Thank
Yes,
you.
yes, sir. All right. So, any other question or questions, please? Any other question or questions before we proceed? Okay. No other question. We are good to go. Thank you so much. So, let us now look into um, a typical example of what. All right, power consumed. We'll talk about it. Okay. So, someone is asking. Someone is asking. Okay, someone is asking, when getting load analysis, is the power rating the amount of power consumed in an hour? We will get to see that no, it is not. But then it's actually that. It's actually that, yes. But then we'll get to actually see what that power rating is. Okay, we'll actually get to see it from the table of load analysis. All right. Thank you so much. So, for the sake of those who are having network connectivity issues, because we can see that some people are going off and on, up and down. We know these things. It happens a lot. It happens with us as well. So every of our live class is what pre-recorded. So whether you come late, whether you are early, or you are having network connectivity issues, as long as it is a live class, it is what recorded live. It is recorded. Okay, so and we are also going to be sending out these videos to you all. So you are going to have a copy of it so as to what have a view of what we have learned. So don't worry yourself. But then it is not for what? It is not for everybody. Everybody will not have access to it. Why do we say not for everybody? It is only those who fulfills all righteousness, and by that we will get to explain what that means by the end of this training session. All right, so no more questions, we are good to go. Thank you. So let us now have an example of a typical load analysis. A typical load analysis example. Example of load analysis. All right, from my screen here, this is an example of what? A table of load analysis. It's an example of table of load analysis. All right, so in this table of analysis, you all can now see that there are things, information, data on this table which look familiar, which does not what look, and some does not what look familiar in some cases. All right, so how do you perform a load analysis? That is the question. How do you perform a load analysis? Now, basically, there are three standard parameters to put into consideration when you are running a load analysis. The first one is the quantity of appliance. The second one is the power consumed by the appliance. The third one is the running time of the appliance. Now, the quantity of appliance has to do with what? The quantity of appliance has to do with how many of the same appliance does our client intend to power up using the solar power system. Now, take for instance, Mr. Charles lives in a 3-bedroom apartment, and then he has a TV in each of those rooms, and he intends to power each of those TVs using the solar power system. So in our table of load analysis, we have the quantity of TV to be 3. That is what it simply means. So moving forward, the power consumed by the appliance are the rated wattages of each and every appliance. That is the power consumed by that what appliance, which is the question that was asked by someone here on this platform. Is it the same as the power consumed per hour? Which you can say yes, it is, because it has already been designed at that specific size of what that specific type of appliance will consume that specific type of appliance would consume that amount of power. So it is that rated wattage of each and every appliance. So how do you get the rated wattage? It's simple. It is gotten from the nameplate of each and every appliance. The nameplate is where you have where gives you access to the various what details as it concerns that what appliance. The nameplate has the serial number, the name of the appliance, the name of the maker, the I've said serial number before, the voltage, the current, and the wattage. You just go there, lift your wattage, and input it in your table of what load analysis. Now we have the third one, which we call the running time. What is the running time? The running time tells you how long our client, Mr. Charles, intends to power up these appliances. So the running time only takes effect. The running time only takes effect when or at the point where these appliances are running. So if these appliances are not running, that running time becomes what? Ineffective. I hope we are together. I hope we are together. I hope we are together. All right. So this is a table of load analysis. We said earlier, come with your study materials, come with your writing materials, so place you can write. Okay, this is the time you have a free time to write now, because after now you might not be it is not going to be free for you to write again unless you do the right thing. So in this table of load analysis, we have 5 appliances that our client Mr. Charles wants us to power up using the what? Using the solar power system. How do we do that? Now, let us firstly take the data of these 5 appliances. For the DVD player, the quantity is 3, just as you can see on my screen. The quantity is 3, the power consumed is 100 watts, the running time is 1 hour. For the light bulb, the quantity is 1, the power consumed is 100 watts, the running time is 2 hours. For the ceiling fan, the quantity is 10, the power consumed is 10 watts, the running time is 24 hours. For the refrigerator, the quantity is 3, power consumed is 10 watts, running time 4 hours. For the blender, the quantity is 1, power consumed is 80 watts, running time 1 hour. That is the information of these various appliances that we intend to power up using the solar power system. So how then do we run a load analysis? It is very simple. We use a very simple formula. We use a very simple formula, and that formula says that what energy consumed is given as or equal to quantity of appliance multiplied by power consumed multiplied by the running time. Quantity of appliance multiplied by power consumed multiplied by running time. All these things I am saying are all in the what? They are all already in the training manual which we showed you earlier. They are all there already. So if you have a copy of it, congratulations to you. So energy consumed uh, is given as or equal to quantity multiplied by power consumed multiplied by the running time. And then how do you apply it? We apply it using a method. We apply using a method. And what is this method? We are going to be using that formula to get the energy consumed by each of these 5 appliances and then sum it up to give us the total energy consumed, which is the energy need of this facility. What that simply means is that we'll get the energy consumed by the DVD player, get the energy consumed by the light bulb, get the energy consumed by the ceiling fan, get the energy consumed by the refrigerator, get the energy consumed by the blender, get the energy consumed by every other one, and then sum it up. That is to say, you add everything up to give you the total energy consumption. All right, let's go. So we have it to be what? For the first one, for the DVD player, 3 multiplied by 100 by 1 gives you 300 watt hour. Please kindly punch these things in your calculators if you have one with you. For the light bulb, 1 multiplied by 100 by 2 gives you 200 watt hour. For the ceiling fan, 10 multiplied by 10 by 24 gives you 2400 watt hour. For the refrigerator, 3 multiplied by 10 by 4 gives you 120 watt hour. For the blender, 1 multiplied by 80 by 1 gives you 80 watt hour. So please, if you are writing, kindly give us the total energy consumed. Is anyone writing? Our clients, are you writing? Mr. Damien, are you writing? Mr. Balogun, Mr. Biodun, Mr. Jonathan, Mr. Samuel, Mr. Paulinus, any of you? Is anyone writing? All right, Mr. Damian says it's 3,100 watt hour. That is very correct. That is accurate. It is actually what 3,000. It is 3,100 watt hour. That is the answer to that to that question. So having this idea right now, it simply means that the total energy consumed by this facility is what 3,100 watt hour, and in that vein it becomes what it becomes the energy need of this facility. It simply means from here that what you are now going to be sizing your various solar components based on what 3,100 watt hour. All right, questions please. If you are talking, kindly. Okay, Mr. Damien is asking, does that mean this is the energy required for an entire day? Yes, this is actually the energy. Yes, so that is the energy that this device will consume in a day. So that's what it simply means. That's what it simply means. All right. Any other question or questions before we proceed? Any other question or questions? All right, go ahead, Mr. Charles. Talk to us.
So, what if some of the appliances, if the client code you, then find that some of the appliances that the client have don't have uh, the details. I mean, like the document that shows the power that item consumed.
Okay, so
What?
you are asking if some of the appliances does not have the power rating written on them. Okay, fine. That
Yeah.
is okay. That is also another good question. So, what you simply do is you don't have any issues in in um in real life. There is no. I don't think there's any appliance that will not have its wattage on it. But in case it doesn't, all you need to make use of is what the the voltage and the current, which are the functions of what the power.
Okay.
Uh, so you use the voltage and the current consumed by that appliance. It gives you your power consumed.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Any other question or questions? Or better still, for that same question of how do you get the power consumed, you can look up that particular appliance online. Just Google the manufacturer or the type of appliance. You should have a valid information on the appliance and you are good to go. But if not, the voltage and the current is enough for you to do the magic and you are good to go. If you know how to apply it, if you know how to apply it, then you are good to go. But if you don't know how to apply it, that is another reason why you must enroll for this course fully so that we can walk you through the process of getting to understand everything that you need to know. All right. Any other question or questions, please? Okay. So with the silence, we believe that you guys are good to go and we can go ahead. We can go ahead. Like we said earlier, this class is being recorded and the videos will be shared to everyone. All right, and the videos will be shared. All right, so whether you are having network connectivity issues, don't bother yourself, you will definitely get to see it and every other of our live classes. So moving ahead, this is the stage where we will now be talking about where we are going to be talking about the other phase of energy audit. Remember that this is just one phase of energy audit, and this one phase of energy audit is what is where we have tried to get what and so this is the phase where we would try to get to know the various sizes of components to use for this system installation. Remember we said energy audit is in two phases. One hand, it helps you to know your energy need. Now we know our energy need. What is the other side of it? Using this energy need to size the various solar components. Just like what? Knowing the size of inverter, size of what? Charge controller, size of what? Solar panel, size of what? Size of batteries. In each of these system design, there are parameters that must be put into consideration. All right, and that is what we are going to walk you guys through. And you must also know how to size your various what, your various safety components as well. As well, there is a question here. That question says, let me see. That question says, how can I know the size of inverter if they did not write anything on it, sir? For every inverter, depending on the make, depending on the type, they must write something on it. If not, if you are saying if it is not in kVA, they must write in var, that is VA. If not in var, it will be written in kilowatt. If not in kilowatt, it will be written in watts. So if you are trying to say how can you know the wattage of, how can you know the kVA value of an inverter sized in watts, it's a different ball game entirely. And we are also here to expose that to you when we get to the part of what sizing those various solar components. So in fact, that is the next topic we are heading into, sizing of the various what solar components. All right, so I hope your question have been attended to. We want you to attend the class. All right, so it is also in the training manual. You can as well have a view of it in the training manual if you already have a copy of it. So moving forward, this is where we are going to be putting what, a full stop to the training. Putting a full stop to the training does not mean the training is over. No, it simply means that this is the point where you all need to pay your enrollment fees. If you have paid your enrollment fees before now, if you have paid your enrollment fees before now, then you are good to go. Then you are good to go. You have nothing to worry about. So, but if you are yet to pay your enrollment fees before now, it is now at this point. It is you are mandated. It is compulsory. You pay now before you go ahead. All right. Okay. So you are saying that your inverter system they only wrote 24 volt. I will say again, that shouldn't be correct. What kind of inverter system is that? Even sachet inverters have their real sizes on them. So what kind of inverter is that? Okay, what kind of inverter is that? That is not possible at all. I have not seen such inverters before, so you can educate us. Okay, thank you. So um like I was saying, it's this point you need to pay your enrollment fee. So once you pay your enrollment fees, it is a one-time payment, please. It's a one-time payment. Okay, our client is raising a hand. Go ahead, sir.
Uh, so sorry to interrupt you. On the payment details. On Zambia today, I was a little bit busy and I didn't get a chance to see the payment details for Zambia for us who are in Zambia.
Okay, okay, you need a payment detail for Zambia.
Yes,
Oh,
because
okay, fine. Okay, fine. What you can do is you text me directly on WhatsApp right now so that I can send it to you before. I will still send it on the platform, but if you can send me a text on WhatsApp, private message on WhatsApp, I will send it to you before I go to the platform to send it. For Zambians are paying through mobile money. You are paying through MTN mobile money, Zambia to Nigerian MTN mobile money, Momo.
MTN.
Yes, yes, MTN. Are, you have MTN, sir?
No. I don't have. I only have Airtel and 1Z mobile.
And you have what again?
Airtel and 1Z mobile.
Okay, send me a private message on WhatsApp so that we'll know how to work it out. Okay, let's see if we can be able to get you somebody who has an Airtel that can receive for you, or we'll find alternative way of you paying. Just send me a private message, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank
All right, thank you, thank you. So this payment, like we said, is a one-time payment. It's a one-time payment in the sense that, um, in the sense that you pay once and you get the total package. Okay, in this um in this payment, what you are entitled to getting the training certificate at the end of the training. You are also entitled to getting the training materials, which are the videos, recorded videos like this, live videos like this, and also the ones that have been pre-recorded. You are also entitled to getting what the training manuals. You are also entitled to getting what attending live classes such as this one, where you interact with us, ask questions and we answer, and we also ask you questions and you answer. And then finally, you also get to you also get to you're also entitled to mentorship program. So this mentorship program has to do with this mentorship program has to do with um, this mentorship program has to do with if you're facing any challenge or challenges, you can always get across to us and we would help you out in that your situation. So it means for those of you who are installers, who are in the field, if you're facing any challenge or challenges in your field of work, get across to us. We'll give you first-hand information, first-hand support until that project is achieved. Okay, and all of this is in that what is in that payment that you have already made. So some of you are paying through mobile money, some of you are paying through our bank, like Nigerians are paying through our bank. So please, it's now time for general questions. It's time for general questions. If you don't understand anything um, pertaining to the payment aspect of it, let us now know, please. Okay, so there's a silence in the room, and that simply tells us that everyone is good to go. So, uh, having said all that and having walked you guys through the process of energy audit, load analysis, and its various components, this is where we'll be calling it a day on the what on the training. Um, while we wait for you guys to pay your enrollment fees, the trading continues tomorrow. Okay, so if you're able to make your payment tonight, fine. If you're able to pay tomorrow morning, fine, but make sure it is paid before the training starts tomorrow so that you don't miss anything. Even if you miss something, the live videos are there to guide you. Thank you so much for being here with us. Thank you so much for trusting and believing in us. Those who have enrolled, you know how interesting the lessons have been. No complaints, so far so good. Congratulations to you all. All right, this is where we tell you all to have a wonderful night rest. We want to see you and everyone in the next training session, which is coming up tomorrow. Have a good night rest, everyone. Bye bye.